I planned very well and I trained myself very well towards the fight. Because anytime I will fight in this arena, either they will cheat me or anything they will rob me. Yeah, that's what it is. Anytime I will fight here, that is what happened. And even right now, you can see what happened. The person, in my mind, I want to kill him. Yes, the referee is trying to save him. Want to what happened previously, but still, you see, my aim, because I'll give a good show. You see, either rep will cheat for the opponent, or the GBA president himself will come in for the person. You saw what? Oh, it's not about. I want to prove to the whole Ghana. Yes, the next is a warning, a message to Team Sagbeji that he should wait for me. He should come forward. What happened previously in our fight? If not because he beats my hand, he bites me, he gave me a beating in my hand. So I gave him a head bait. So if he knows he's a man, like he wants to fight, he knows how to fight, should allow him to come. Calling something Sagbeji, a return match. The title that is having is not for him.
All right, so I guess it's Isaac Kome, a kickboxer and a Ghanaian boxer as well, here in the studio with his manager, Mr. Benny Johnson, who is the chairman of the Greater Accra Master Boxing, of course, the vice president of Ghana Jiu-Jitsu here. These two gentlemen are in the studios, and of course, during the course of the show, his trainer will also be joining us on the show. Join the conversation via WhatsApp 02045278482, and streaming live on Facebook and YouTube is KFM TVGH. KFM TVGH, both Facebook and then YouTube. So, and if you've got any question to ask, you can drop it on Facebook or on YouTube, and on the WhatsApp number 02045278482. Gentlemen, Isaac and Mr. Benny Johnson, you doing fine?
Good.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the.
We are conquering the world, so
yeah,
we are good.
I see. We'll talk about the Samson Sagbeji fight shortly, but let's talk about your fight against Isaac Aye.
Yeah.
Which we'll say ended in a controversial fashion. But fans also want to know, why did the referee have to stop the fight? Because it didn't look like the boxer couldn't fight anymore. It looked like he was able to fight. Why did the referee stop the fight? And talking about that, let's have that fight on our screen. Isaac Kome and then Aye fight. Let's have it on our screen. Yeah. Mr. Benny.
Okay, so for every sport, there are rules and regulations. Okay, so this is the referee who unfortunately officiate a fight that the Nigeria unfortunately may so rest in peace. Yeah, okay. The guy passed on. Yeah. So you see that trauma will even be with this guy. And the rules and regulations concerning boxing is that whenever they are fighting, yeah, that's one of the opponents are being caught with punches. Yeah. Clear, good landed shots. 8 punches. The referee have to just call off the fight. This was
punches.
Yeah, clear, okay, good shots.
Okay, that's
the opponent didn't retaliate.
Okay.
The referee have to stop the fight. Okay. You understand? And these were clear 11 good shots.
Okay, that's what we are seeing on our screen.
No, that's what will come. You see, without the opponent retaliating, though.
Okay.
If it's there, the hands are down.
Okay.
That's where the referee. So that's where the referee. And most of the time, it's even not beside that one. So, okay, see. Okay. Count. Are you counting?
Yeah. Okay, let's take it back again.
Good. So that maybe you can count the punches. Yeah.
Punches.
So that people will understand the rules and regulations. It's not that the referee is biased.
Okay.
See, you see, if he was conscious, like you know, agree, but you see, he was there before now that he.
Yeah. Okay.
See, one. Okay.
No, not this side. So at some point, the referee was right or wrong?
He was very right. Okay. Professionally.
Okay. But some didn't understand, and they were saying the referee stopped the fight too early. Yeah. So what you're seeing on your screen is Isaac Kome and then Isaac Aye at the Bukom Boxing Arena. Which the fight ended in a some say controversial fashion.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, so
you understand?
So this is even more than the 8.
Exactly.
Okay, so at this point, the referee was right.
Exactly.
To call off the fight.
Boxing is not like war. You fight today and come and fight tomorrow. It's an entertainment sport. Okay. You understand? So not that maybe you will leave the opponent to be punished so that maybe another death will occur, tragedy will occur. No. Okay. You understand? That's why he is there. So arbiter of the game, he is there. So nobody should even question his decision.
So those who are saying that the referee did stop the fight prematurely don't know what they are saying.
They don't. Okay. Exactly. They don't. Okay. Not that Kombe is my boss, I know. Yeah. But those are the rules. You yourself during the course of the week, you can just inquire. You can call the big guys in the boxing fraternity.
Right. Isaac, how was this fight for you?
I prepared myself very well towards this fight because I know Ayi is a senior boxer, and not only a senior boxer, he's a very good boxer. So you going to fight him, you are supposed to prepare yourself very well to fight him.
Yeah. How tough was he in the ring?
He's very tough. When I say somebody is a good boxer, he's a good boxer. Yeah. So I prepared myself very well for him before I match him in the ring.
Yeah. You do kickboxing and then boxing, MMA, boxing at the same time. What would you say are the two differences? What are the differences in the two sports?
In the two sports, we throw legs, elbows, knee, everything. We lock the neck, everything in the MMA, kickboxing, full contact and everything. But in the aspect of boxing, only your hand is functioning.
Okay.
Yes, only your hand is functioning. So that's the main difference in the fight.
Yeah, of the two sports, which would you say it's more difficult? If
MMA is more difficult. MMA full contact because at that one the legs are coming, everything. You see, but in the aspect of boxing, I only you see your hand and your face. So.
Yeah. Mr. Johnson, one also asks, what did you see in Kombe that made you want to manage it? At first, what did you see?
Good question.
Good question, yeah.
I like people who are more into what they do.
Okay.
Their seriousness, their eager, their strength. You understand? Yeah. The consistency. So as soon as I went and visit my senior brother, George.
Yeah.
I was like, this your guy is good. I was like, then I should just come. I said, no problem, because I've seen the light in him that we have to bring it from the darkness to shine to the whole world.
So at the first time you saw him, you knew this guy was
exactly
a good boxer.
Perfectly. And now we are proving to everybody. You understand? I'll say with his record, so this will be his 11th fight. The first one, you knew what happened.
Yeah. Which we will talk about.
Thank you. He and Segbeji, that was his debut. The first one, you saw what he useless Ali.
Yeah, I saw that fight. Yeah.
This one too. So now we are proving to the world, because boxing, everybody they look at your condition, your power, your stamina. You understand, for the limit, the stamina, so that they see that this guy is very endurance.
Yeah. Aside the controversial thing people are talking about, what would you have to say about this fight in general? What we see on our screen in general?
This is a good test to him. This fight is more difficult than he and Segbeji.
Okay.
No, I'll tell you. No.
All right. Come, you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
You understand?
Ayi is a tough.
Yeah, I know Ayi very well. Yeah.
So fighting this one, and you could see the action in this one. It's me and Segbeji. This one was more tougher than the. Yes.
Well, let's have the Segbeji video on our screen, and we'll talk about that particular fight. I remember the two of you were in the studios, I think 2 years ago, and we were trying to promote the fight and say if there's a promoter out there, they can come on board to make this fight happen. And it truly it did happen. We all saw the fight. How would you describe the fight? Because there was a headbutt in the fight. One was, why the headbutt? What was the reason?
Yeah, the reason was I saw that what happened in my first debut was about to repeat itself again. And when you watch the fight very well from the round one, whenever I hit Segbeji and he's going down, the referee was like doing partial in the fight, being partial, because whenever I hit him and I want to follow him to finish the fight, then he will come in as like he's separating us. And then when you separate a fighter with the opponent, you are supposed to count the opponent, because at that moment the opponent is not okay.
Yes.
I could finish the fight at that time, because within round 1 and round 2, that was when Segbeji was going down. But the referee came in and was doing something. But whenever Segbeji give me a shot and like I go back and I'm like...
The referee doesn't interfere.
When he doesn't, like, whenever I clinch Segbeji, he will come in like to separate for Segbeji to finish.
Okay.
You see?
So you feel the referee was partial?
Yes, he was partial, very partial, because Segbeji gave me my hand back because he beat my hand, and I was complaining to him. He left me and was like going to Segbeji. I don't know what
he was telling Segbeji.
Yes, I don't know what he's seeing in me because of maybe my background that I was coming from.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Because
he knows that I'm a kickboxing. Yes. So he was officiating for the boxer more than he was officiating for me. You see how the thing was. So when Segbeji, if you like, look at the fight, the part that
I want us to forward the video a little.
It was a mistake, which is it goes against me. Yes. So when it happened that way, I complained to the referee and he pushed me back, and the person that beat me rather, it was I don't know the word I want to like or crocron.
Okay.
Like, yes.
Okay.
He was taking him back and so on. So I said, okay, then let's fight. Yes. The fight that was in, I wasn't tired at all, because
because that's what most people were saying.
I know where I want to take the fight to.
So you feel if the referee had allowed, there could have been a TKO
within round 5, round 6.
Yeah, but what round did the fight end?
Round 5.
Round 5. So you feel if the referee had allowed?
Yes, from round 5 going, that was when I was fighting.
Yeah. Yeah. So
you see here, look at, you will come in. When you look at from, you see how the fight happened.
Yeah, I'm watching with you. Yeah. Mr. Johnson, how would you also describe this fight? Because I saw you were in the
as I told you, it's more intense than this.
See, so
you understand? This one, 2 years.
The referee will pretend like he is talking to me, and then he will make Segbeji to relax and then regain consciousness. You understand it?
So for you, for what you are saying, you think it's not an excuse for the fight? It's not an excuse.
You yourself, you see that Segbeji cannot fight me.
Yeah, well, I know Segbeji is also a good boxer. The two of you are good fighters.
Rematch, baby.
We'll talk about the rematch. Yeah, so Isaac is saying that he feels that if the referee had allowed, there could have been a TKO, there could have been a knockout. He could have knocked Segbeji out. So I wish you could see the place where the head back came, because the people at the boxing arena were not happy at all. Because they wanted to see the fight go to the distance.
Exactly. It was rather unfortunate it happened that way. But you see, psychologically...
if you could know the fight, that if not cheating and they want to cheat me within that fight, if a referee in a boxing, I know if a referee give order, the order is supposed to be followed.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah, but if you say the referee cheated, one who has cheated you to gain what?
Most of the time they frustrate you to just favor the other opponent.
Yeah. Okay, so what would the referee gain from that?
I don't know from behind.
Or he feels that you are an MMA boxer, so this is a dangerous fight for Segbeji.
Yes.
But going to the fight, Segbeji has experience in a boxing ring. Was there any pressure on you?
No pressure. I didn't get any pressure, because I know from MMA kickboxing, I know when I'm coming to fight, I'm coming to fight.
Yeah.
You are the only person I have in mind.
Yeah. Okay, I wish we could see where the head back came, and then we'll talk about the rematch which you are calling for. And I'm sure Samson will also be looking forward to that rematch.
He ran away.
You think
people have just given him the offer? He was running away. Said no.
When you come to the studio, I want to ask Isaac a question. If he has a message for Samson Segbeji, and I want this video to go viral. So if you can come back into the studio, then Segbeji, you take the floor. Then Mr. Ben Johnson, you also take the floor. Then we have Mr. George also joining us shortly. Producer, let's come back into the studio. Okay, so my question now is, you are ready for a rematch with Samson Segbeji? Should that happen?
I'm ever ready.
I want you to look into one of the cameras and then we'll send that video to Samson.
I'm ever ready. I felt the fight was they cheated me because it wasn't a fight that Ghana president, GBA president cannot dictate for Ghana boxing when a referee has taken his decision.
Okay.
Do you understand? The referee took a decision that during the headbutt, you could want other boxing that something can happen in the headman if somebody still continue. But in this aspect, the referee was calling the person to stand, and the GBA president and others said he should stay there. And the referee took a match from me. So which means that in boxing, we are supposed to continue the fight.
Okay.
But the GBA president came in with the titles and then gave it to the opponent that he has won by force winning, which is to me, I didn't agree. I came home, I told my manager that this is not a win for me. We were fighting. We are men, we are exchanging blows. So it should continue. You beat me and out of anger or something I came in with a beat and so on. My intention was I was going to give a jumping right,
okay.
And he went back and my head went. That was when my head went more.
I want you to send a direct message as if Samson Segbeji is watching the show.
No,
I'm saying that I want you to send him a direct message as if Samson is watching the show. So we watch him to the camera and then talk to him as if you are talking to him whilst he's watching the show.
If Samson knows he's a champion,
okay.
Me, I believe myself in Ghana here, I have no match. So if Samson Segbeji believes he's a champion, which me, I don't agree with the defeat, that he believes he's a champion, he should come forward again and let's fight this fight again. I call this fight again.
Yeah. Anywhere.
Yes, because if Samson says he's a man, the person that he believes he fought and he stopped the person, I stopped the person round 3, which he fought the person to round 8, which the person I was taking him down. Do you understand? Yes, I stopped I in round 3, which he is boasting with. Only good fight that he has fought, which I'm telling him is he and I. So if he believes he can fight me, he should come back again.
Okay, so that's a nice message.
His management should come.
Yeah. If something is ready,
my management is here.
ready,
my team is ready. So if he is ready, I'm ever ready. If today or tomorrow we are fighting, I'm ready for something.
Mrs. Johnson, you heard from your boxer.
The potential world champion is speaking.
I know.
You heard him clearly.
Yeah.
Something is no match for Kombi. Any day, anyhow. Last time that when we even came to this studio before I told you, no, we should accept the fight so that maybe we can just roll it. Because rematches are there. Pacquiao and Mikel, they fought 4 times. Yeah. So it should just bring it on. Because the general public, boxing fraternity wants this fight badly. Do you get it?
Yes.
As for the welterweight, we are conquering. Oh, the king of the jungle, we've taken over already. What I say, who else? Who? We are ready for every. Even if Terence Crawford, if it's welterweight Ghana, we will prefer to even fight him. Yeah.
Well, your coach is also in the studio, and because of time, we have to wrap up quickly so that he can also join us. But if you have any final words to say, Mr. Johnson, you have anything to say? Come in, you have anything to say, then your coach will join us for the last 10 minutes.
Those people at the division, the welterweight division, they should prepare Ghanaian bosses. Because most of the time, it's not about talking. If you talk, the Jungle King is here. Isaac, the Jungle King Kombi.
Yeah. Potential
world champion. Yeah. We are ready, yeah. So, as for we ever ready, whoever you bring it on, we take you.
All right.
Then we face anybody, yeah.
Okay, all right. So the two gentlemen are saying they are ready for Samson Segbeji. And if something you are watching on Facebook, you heard from Isaac Kome. He said he's ready for you anytime, any weather. And if you're really a man or you're really a true champion, then come for the second fight. Samson is ready. The question is, Samson Segbeji, are you ready? Well,
what I believe is your management cannot take half the video where the incident happened and then they'll be writing things about me and then posting on YouTube.
But that's why I wanted you to come so that you can clear yourself.
You should come and clear yourself that you can fight me. We fight, nothing.
Yeah.
We are going to the ring to fight.
Me,
I'm a fighter. I'm a boxer, which I'm not afraid of anybody. So when I'm coming for you, I call you that I come forward. So
I remember you said if something really says he's a fighter, he should come to MMA.
Yes.
Because you have.
Oh no, I don't want something cannot fight MMA. No. Fighting cannot fight MMA.
So you should just stick to his boxing.
His boxing. Because if you want to die young, he should come to buy MMA. I'm not calling something for MMA. You know what I can do in MMA. I'm a bad fighter. So not MMA. I want something in the boxing.
His own game.
Yes.
You want to beat him. You want to beat him in his own game. Well, so we're back here and we speak to your coach here, Mr. George Abe. George Smart Abe. He's the coach of Isaac Kome. He's going to join us shortly for the next 12 to 15 minutes or so. Right after this break.
Benami Ghana Duko Dwaja Pleho Duko Kata. Mie Chonyani Adevena Micho Talent Microfinance Limited Gajradopa. Mie wana susu savings, adishie, school buafo, cashback, ple bubua okata. Nenyebe egajom demiagbo la letie tomegbeko ateun aho gadodo. Kenenyebe egajom vivi la nenyebe ogahia ola ateun ava de ogai kenehia fa.
Tanebe mi foncho mi apa jomu yo kenye mi afa gadodo nyawa. Business loan elemiashi, church finance elemiashi, salary loan elemiashi, eye bubo li kenye personal loan. Nenebe mi foncho business loan a enye gadodo ikemie nana asichalao. Nenebe washigba keke alum eleswe oya va talent. Mi pepe gede nwo nenye wo shigba lesua ne woge wo keke gede ji to talent po monu ome nenye be mi fonchu mi afa salary loan a enye gado mo mi ke mi huna mi afa jirudu dollar nke ga nyo he ya va talent wo pay slip pe bank statement ye kwenye nwi hia o na kokko ko salary loan le rate mi to keke akeji church financier personal loan va nenye habobo masoli hama eji bupopo sankuo jitao olila ashibobwe kekeake ye flegeno na nokem vi chojinto jinwade bare kwereka monpopo kai ganyu heya talent kuna po heya ole chagbagba na do tare talent bena wo gadumo wa anobobwe nanu akpenanu
Ezibe ya nyafi ke talent la.
Talent Microfinance Jengo Amegan Shipe Ape Letina Tejibo Hotami.
Miape Kapomoye 050-129-1298. Hello 050-128-9119. Talent Woga Kwamanu Banta. Talent.
All right, so Isaac Kome stay here with us. His coach joins us, Mr. George Smart Abe. He's the coach of Isaac Comey. Coach, welcome.
Thank you.
I hope you're doing fine.
I'm cool.
You heard from Mr. Johnson. You heard from your boxer as well. I want to also hear from you, the coach of Isaac Comey. He says he's ready for Samson Segbeji. What would you have to say?
More than ready.
What makes Comey ready?
The training.
Okay.
There is no juju in it. Yeah. Just train, concentrate on what you are doing, and you just achieve your goal.
Yeah. But what would you make of the first fight? The first fight with Samson Segbeji in general. What's your take?
If they will tell us the truth, when the fight was stopped, we were leading on the card.
Okay.
So why should the GBA president act that way?
Yeah. My question is, if whether it's from the GBA or what would the GBA gain if Segbeji wins or Isaac Comey loses? What would the GBA gain? That's my question.
Why did the GBA president support them?
When you say supporting what?
He was supporting Segbeji.
Okay.
But when the referee deduct the mass, the fight has to continue. But it was the president who told the referee to disqualify the fight. Why should it be so? If it's not, he doesn't have interest in it. One later, he instead of the loss, he can't loss to bring the title. He can see. He was the 3 counters and brought it in the ring.
You think he was too excited, and that's question mark.
Why should that happen? You being the president, you should stay back.
But if it was Comey who won, don't you think he would have done the same?
He will not.
Okay.
Information that I have gathered was the manager was his friend.
The manager of Samson Segbeji.
Samson Segbeji. That is his friend, the president's friend.
Okay.
So he is in support of what? He is in support of Segbeji.
Yeah. You know, we the media, we are trying to make Ghana boxing great again. So if these little interests are in the boxing game, then Ghana boxing will keep sinking.
Yeah.
Will keep sinking.
That's why we are going to vote him out.
Yeah, I know the election is just around. And I have a lot of friends who are saying they don't want Mr. Kote as the president of the GBA.
Yeah.
Mr. Kote is somebody I quite know, but I don't know what is going to happen on election. But you think he shouldn't stay as the GBA president?
At all.
Why?
He doesn't know anything.
But he's
the president.
Yeah,
fine.
Yeah.
Some of our people voted for him. Honestly, I also voted for him.
Okay, so now why the change of mind?
We thought he would do better.
Okay.
But we realized, look, we have made a mistake.
Yeah.
So right now we are correcting it.
Yeah. So let me put you on the spot. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the work he has done as the president of the Ghana Boxing Authority?
Well, he has done his part.
Yeah, 1 to 10.
1 to 10, I will give him 4.
Oh.
Why?
4, which is a fail.
Yeah.
Not even 5, which is half.
No. What does he achieve? Nothing.
Is it because we don't have world champions now?
We don't have world champions because of what he's doing.
So you think come election day, Mr. Kote
he
should be voted out?
He shouldn't even try to stand. I'm telling you.
So who do you think should be the GBA president?
For now, it's our secret.
Okay. But as for Kote, he shouldn't be the GBA president.
Yeah, Wokra.
Yeah, order. Well, I don't know what it is, but concerning the fight, I want you to touch on it briefly. When should Ghanaians expect that fight? Because it's a fight that Ghanaians were talking about at the arena. That this, if we want to make Ghana boxing great again, this is the fight that Ghanaians want to see. Where do you think, or when do you think Ghanaians should expect this particular fight? I know something is in Canada now.
As for Comey,
yes,
and me myself, being the trainer, we are ready.
Okay, so it's up to Team Segbeji. So it's up to Team Segbeji.
Yes.
I want you to look into one of the cameras and then you send a message into. So he's in Canada now, and he's a good friend of mine. So
Segbeji.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. Just like Isaac is also a good friend of mine.
Segbeji.
Yeah.
Charlie, this time you smell pepper. Comey has already told you, if you're a man, come forward. And I'm also repeating same thing. If really you're a good boxer, prove yourself.
Yeah.
Have you received point before? This is not the first one. There is pepper on it. Huh? Fire.
You know, after the fight, when I spoke to Sebeji about the fight and if there should be a possible
real fight,
what he told me after the fight was that now his focus is looking outside. It's not. That's not the target. The target is not to fight here in Ghana.
He's running.
You think it's an excuse for him?
Very big excuse. Escape me. You want to escape it.
You fight the tough, then you go and meet the tough ones.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He said he doesn't want. Right now, it's not about fighting Ghanaian boxers or boxers in Ghana, but
you face the
fighting
tough
outside.
people. We are the tough men in the place, so you pass through us.
Yeah.
Not somebody cheating for you. No, you have to fight a good fight. So when you are going outside, anybody they call for you, you will never be afraid.
Sure.
I mean, since from when I started boxing, if you could study my records, all those that I'm fighting are good boxers. Yes, all those that I'm fighting are good boxers. You really fought Ayi as a good boxer and you are bragging. No. He himself, he could testify that in the boxing when I was fighting him, he couldn't stand. I know when I'm taking him to. Yes. So if not because of the biting and the head, bat and so on, he himself, from round 6, round 7 going, you see what is boxing.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Mr. George.
Yeah.
What would you add? Because he said if it wasn't the referee stopping the fight in round 5.
The referee did not stop the fight.
Segbeji.
The referee did not stop the fight. It was the president. It was the command.
But that is not even right.
No, that's why I'm punching on it. That's why I'm punching on it still. The referee has done his part.
Okay.
After the headline, he hold him.
If we can have the video again,
he hold him.
So that those who have not seen the fight,
he hold him, and he don't.
Let's quickly have that fight and let's forward to the.
If you can play it slowly.
Yes.
So after going down, he was getting up. And they told him to go down. It was the president. You can see it clearly.
Yeah.
He told him to go down.
Yeah. Let's forward it to almost the ending quickly before we check out and see, because there are some messages there. Some said they've not watched the fight and they don't know who to support and who is saying the truth. And okay, so this is where the headbutt came, and he was on the ground. He was bleeding. Yeah. So at this point, maybe
you should come back.
You see them doing this.
Okay, before the no, I mean right after the headbutt.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see quickly. Yeah. So at this point, I don't see. Okay, that's. I see the GBA president sitting here in green.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here, and he gave me the. So I was complaining to the referee. Look at
that he.
Yes.
There was a bite on your gloves. Yeah. Okay, this is where the headbutt came. Yeah. Okay.
Watch it from here slowly. Watch it from here.
Yeah. Okay, I think the camera angle is quite.
No.
Yeah.
This is where he injected the mass. You see.
Okay, at this point, I see the GBA president.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, when he was pointing to you, I think he was saying that why they had bat. So that for that place, he's right. For that place, he's right. I see Segbeji going down.
Someone is trying to get. I told you to go down.
The mass, he was coming up.
Okay, you guys were in the ring, so you heard everything.
Yes. So they told him to
go down.
To go down. The president told him to still lie down. He called the referee. Look, this is where he told him to disqualify the fight. After the referee has took his decision.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll try and have the two boxers in the studio. I think that will be the best way to solve the have a second match. Okay, all right. Producer says you should wrap up. Guys, what's your final words? And then we check out the studio.
We won the bet.
You want the best.
The belt. We won the
the belt Segbeji has.
Yes, we want it.
Okay, so
it's not for him. He's not keeping
so when
it.
you want it, you have to fight with him.
Yes.
Oh, okay, all right.
And if he doesn't want to fight, he has to leave the belt for us.
Or you should be stripped of the time.
Yes.
Come in. Final words. Let's go. Producer says my time is up.
He should come forward.
So you also won the belt.
I want to beat him.
Okay. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you very much for participating. My name is ENOCH, KOFI, ADADEVOH. Thanks for watching, and of course, we see you on Friday evening, 8 p.m. to bring the latest in the world of sports. Enjoy the rest of our programs and good morning.